everyone, my name is Oni, and so we are going to be ranking all the LEGO Ninjago seasons up until Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 1, and then I'm just going to insert the remaining 2 parts after the Season 3 Part 2 and then Season 4 Part 1. And then I'll insert the Ninjago movie as well when I'm all said and done. But with that being said, let's get right into the ranking with LEGO Ninjago pilots. Those are S tier episodes. I watched 2. Some people have seen 4. S tier regardless. These are super good, high quality, so much fun, and it introduces you to the world of Ninjago. And without these, you want to have everything else. Seasons 1 and 2 are also going to be an S tier for me. I love that each ninja gets their own episode. Each ninja feels equal to the others. Lloyd comes in and it's just amazing. I just love so much, a lot of what's in this. Now, Season 3. So Season 3 had a lot of questionable writing choices. Season 3, it had that love triangle. It had Zane dying. It had Kai kind of being technologically phobic. Technophobic, I guess you could call it. I would say C tier. It's an average season. It's just, I think that they kind of were like, they didn't know what to do with some of the characters, so they threw random things at the wall, and it kind of messed some of them up. Season 4 was a B tier. I genuinely like this season. I love the tournament aspect. The reason why it's not higher, because I feel like, especially for story seasons, I have to explain why they're not higher. For me, I feel like Ninjago told better stories in some of these seasons. So when you look at Ninjago, as a whole, you'll look at it. Well, if I look at it, I'm not gonna tell you to start watching the seasons. I'm not gonna be you're gonna love Season 4. I'm gonna say Season 4 is good. But like that's something where it's like also you're gonna love Sons of Garmadon. But Season 4 was good, but it could have been better. Also, it had that arc with Zane, which I really liked, but I think it could have been amplified. Possession, this is my hot take, it's also a B tier. B tier because the ninja are just... Lloyd doesn't do much, and also, it's a good season. It's a, like, I don't want you to think that I'm putting in B tier because I'm saying it sucks. B tier because it's good. But I'm not saying it's the best season of the show. Like, we've had a lot of seasons. I don't think this is the best. I think if it's in your top 10, I completely understand. I respect it. But I think that we've had plenty of better seasons. I think that's really good. But specifically with what they did with Kai and Lloyd, but if that wasn't dropped instantly, but I guess you could say it more affects the rest of the seasons, not this one. But since this is the one that introduced it, I would say that it's going to take most of the brunt of that. Season 6, Skybound. This one is a C tier as well. It made a lot of weird choices, including Nia, Jay. A lot of weird choices. I say C tier is probably the best I could get it. It had a lot of fun moments, but I think that some of the storylines that they tried to do were better in other seasons. Day of the Departed. My hot take is that it's an S tier. It's really fun. It's a boss rush. It's so cool. I like seeing all the villains come back for one night just to try to beat the ninja and lose. It was so cool. And it's a fun watch every Halloween. Hands of Time, I would say, is a solid B tier as well. I know that some of the lines are very iffy. Some of the lines are very, especially with Kai and Nia, but outside of that, the story is very fine. I love the conflict between Kai and his father. I kind of like Kai kind of grappling with the fact that his dad may be a villain. And overall, it's really good. Sons of Garmadon is an easy S tier. This was a turning point for Ninjago. Ninjago realized at this point that the viewers were growing up, so it grew up with it, especially since this came out around when I became a teenager, I believe. Let me see. I think it was like 2018. Yeah, 2018. I was right. Okay, I'm so smart. But 2018, so I was probably around turning 14. So yeah, I was really getting into the teenage years. And Ninjago evolving with me is probably one of the biggest reasons I kept on the show. And at the end of the day, I can genuinely go, it understood how to grow up, but also stay Ninjago. It's season 9 is just a continuation. Again, beautiful writing. All the ninja were leveling up. The only thing I will say, this is the season that started Kai being a little bit dumber and Jay being an idiot. That's putting it nicely. Macho the Oni is it's the icing on the cake. It's the perfect finale for Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. Season 11, I'm going to put an A tier. I really like Season 11. I think it's funny. I think it's fun. And especially when you don't watch it right after March of the Oni, it's really good. It's very whiplashy if you binge everything, you're going to be like, wow, Season 11 sucked. But I can go rewatch Season 11 randomly and be like, yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. But what I can't give is the Prime Empires. The Prime Empire is an F tier. The storytelling was awful. It felt like very like they didn't know how to explain things to us, so they just like threw stuff happening, and was like, yeah, they'll catch on. I did not catch on. I remember the way that I watched it, I had to watch it in a very specific way because it wasn't releasing in America. So the way that I watched it was very weird. I thought I had skipped an episode. So I rewatched the season from the beginning to end, and I looked up a bunch of different places where I could watch it. And every time I got to Okino, and I'm like, no. I had to have skipped, like, all the episodes, right? I did not skip all the episodes. That was 100% what I was watching. I was just not understanding. And the thing is I rewatched the episodes. They don't explain it. They don't explain the Kitanas. They don't explain what their plan is to defeat Unagami. They don't explain what the ninjas' plans are. They don't explain why they switched suits. They just did. And the thing is I could definitely fix. I have a way that you can fix that. First, cut Okino's episode. Okino's episode isn't necessary to understand his gripes. All you needed was a cutaway gag to like maybe like a NPC dying or one of the other players dying, and then he puts their sword in the sand, and then zoom out and you see all the others. That would be like a gag, right? And then like have him be depressed, and then like they can talk to him and explain more, and we can explore more. Going on as well, I would say that let there be an episode where we learn about Unagami, what the plan is, and then you guys need to get avatars. Why do you get avatars? And then make a stupid excuse like, it gives you additional armor, power-ups, or it lets the advisors not be able to track you as easily. Like, whatever the excuse is, just give us something, because now it looks like they wasted time to get the new suits. Next up, Master of the Mountain is an A tier. I love this season. I don't like the suits. The suits are awful. But the season's so good. The season was so much fun. We explored Cole's character, and it really made Cole level up in my book. And the island is a solid A tier as well. I think it's really fun. There's nothing really too crazy about it. It's just a fun little season. Skybound is a B tier. I didn't like it as much as some of the others, but maybe that's because it was a Nia focus, and Nia's my least favorite ninja. But it's definitely really good still. It's not bad. It's just meh. I think the ending is what carries it a lot. And her relationship with Maya and Kai's relationship with his parents. Crystallize is also an A tier for me. I know a lot of people don't like it for some reasons or another. Honestly, I can look past most of them. I genuinely love the suits, the sets, the season as a whole. I like the Overlord coming back. I don't mind the Overlord coming back all the time. I see a lot of people complaining, well, he's come back 3 times now. And I'm just going to count to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 14 times where he has not showed up. Also, as the embodiment of evil, why wouldn't he come back? It makes complete sense that he would come back. At least to me, it makes complete sense. Dragon's Rising is an S tier. I love Dragon's Rising. It's season 1 that especially was so much fun. And like kind of figuring things out along with the crew. Like we kind of know what's going on a little bit now. Which is another complaint with Dragon's Rising. We know so much and so little at the same time. We simultaneously know what's happening and not know what's happening at the same time. It's so dumb. Season 2 of Dragon's Rising was a B tier for me. It was okay. And then season 3 is gonna go right here as well. And then we don't have season 3 part 2 and season 4 part 2, but luckily we have 2 additional ones, the Fire and Ice chapter for season 11. So what I'm gonna use Fire chapter season 3 part 2. Then Ice chapter is gonna be season 4 part 2. Just so that way we can, or season 4 part 1, and just that way I can have placeholders. So season 3 part 2 is gonna go in B tier as well. It was very fun. I really liked it. I loved going through and kind of going on the mystery with them. The finding Aaron's parents. It was very fun. And season 4 part 2 I think is an A tier. I liked us exploring Lloyd's powers. I wish we explored them a little bit more, but outside of that, it was very fun. It was really good. I can't wait for season 4 part 2. I think it's gonna be crazy. I genuinely think it might, like, if they play their cards right, this might rival Sons of Garmadon. Granted, Sons of Garmadon has been untouched by anything below S tier. But it might go against Sons of Garmadon in the Oni trilogy. Now, not all of Dragon's Rising, but at least one season going up against it is crazy. But with that being said, that's my ranking of the Ninjago season so far. And if you want me to make it for the Lego Ninjago movie, I'm going to say it's a C tier. It doesn't represent Ninjago or the ninja that well. It's really just a Lloyd movie, and Lloyd doesn't even act like Lloyd. So I'd say a C tier is fine. It's just an average movie that uses Ninjago names. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name is Oni, and have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.